This video is going to be a little bit out of the ordinary here, but here's a few quick counterpoints to the hot takes I've been seeing going around about Pokémon Let's Go. If you don't know, the Let's Go games were announced last night. They're remakes of Yellow version, take place in Kanto, and have only the first batch of Pokémon, and most controversially, they've added Pokémon Go's capture mechanic to the game and removed wild Pokémon battles entirely. The aforementioned hot takes say that the lack of wild Pokémon battles is a deal breaker for some people. And on a surface level, I get that. The knee-jerk reaction to the Goification of the core games is understandable, as it's something that most people that play those core games would rather not see. However, under closer inspection, and save for the mandatory motion controls, the removal of actually fighting wild Pokémon could be a great change for the series. Deep breath? Okay. Battling wild Pokémon is always the most annoying part of a Pokémon game. That might sound weird to you, but try to think of an amazing moment from fighting a non-legendary wild Pokémon that you've had. I doubt that you could. The memorable moments with wild encounters have always come from first-time encounters, rare breeds, and shinies. There it is! There it is! There it is! These are all still in the game. So what's being taken away here? Well, the actual fighting, i.e. the time that it takes to whittle down the most recent level 20 Spearow that thinks that they can take your level 50 Charizard. And that's just fighting a wild Pokémon. I've seen people say that this new battle system for wild Pokémon takes away from the joy of capturing Pokémon. This is also a not-so-great take. A lot of what's great about the new system is that you now have a PC box in your backpack. It's now much easier to see the moves and stats of your benched and newly caught team members here as well. In other games, when you wanted to catch something, you had to get into a battle, match up types and moves so that you did enough damage but not too much damage, maybe put them to sleep or paralyze them, and then throw Pokeballs at them once a turn to capture. Then you go back into town, check the stats and moves, then decide what to do with that Weedle. Now you encounter a Pokemon, catch it, and go to your box in your backpack and check out the stats. I may be biased on this system because I'm an avid Pokémon Go player, but to me, speeding the process up, conserving my team's strength, and making caught Pokémon immediately accessible make the old way look boring by comparison. About as boring as trainers used to be. That's right, I said used to, because having your Pokémon only be able to fight trainers is a great intentional design choice to get you to seek out trainer battles and not avoid them. Remember tiptoeing around bug catchers and youngsters hoping they didn't notice you? Remember how late in the game you absolutely destroy trainers because you're the one womping wild Pokémon for hours? Yeah, now you're more on par with these trainers. This makes type matchups matter more, meaning you can't just brute force with your over-leveled starter like you have been for the past 20 years. This wild Pokemon change makes you seek out trainers for more XP, and this is going to change so much about how the game is paced, how the difficulty curve works, and about how you build your team. And hey, the ride system is coming back, so you're even more free to build an HM slaveless team and just do you. These changes don't just make sense mechanically either. The way Let's Go handles wild Pokémon is also on theme for the Pokémon world. If all of humanity in this world was so jazzed about these little guys, they wouldn't be outside knocking out entire ecosystems of them just to get stronger. That's some Team Rocket stuff right there. They would respect Pokémon in their habitats and work hard on catching them using bait and other techniques. This tweak also circles back to why everyone in this world wants to battle, and why it's so built into the culture of this place. You need to train with and against other trainers to better yourself and your Pokemon. Minus the NPCs standing around and waiting for you, you can now imagine that these trainers are actually just like you, seeking out a worthy challenger to strengthen your team and become the very best like no one ever was. Also, this isn't a main game and your Pokemon can follow you again, so chill out and have a Snickers, dude. Hey, thanks so much for watching this little weird hot take episode of Entertainment System. If you like it, drop a like down there, leave a comment, and let me know which version you're getting, if you're getting one. If you're not, I literally don't care, don't even bother. This video is also made with the support of my patrons on Patreon. There's a link in the description, and you can go and click on that, and if you want to pledge, I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, I hope you have a great day today, and every day thereafter. Peace!